I don't know if I could be compared to him. But, in the scenario, 27 years ago, we started with real estate.
Yes.
And about 10 years ago, we got into real estate from hot dogs. It's been an entire journey.
I need to know your mentor. So when you say real estate, do you now start real estate? Did you work for someone?
We initially, we used to work Sunday to Sunday in our cash and carry business. And
yes.
Sunday afternoons, eventually we got to a point where we decided we're no longer working Sundays because we wanted to spend some more time
with
the family.
Yes,
so Sunday afternoon drives we used to take with the family. And as a result, we used to visit show houses. So when you visit show houses, you end up buying a show house, you end up putting in a tenant. Then we realized there is clearly a lack of representation when it came from people from our communities.
Yes.
So we decided that we want to pursue this as a business and open up an estate agency, because the idea of a non-white estate agency, if I may call it, never
especially
existed.
An Indian,
absolutely
non-white.
So we decided that we would want to get involved in this business to educate people in our communities and help them understand property better.
Lovely.
And in doing so,
and speaking the same language, isn't it?
Speaking the same language,
same culture.
And it wasn't about discrimination. At 10 years ago, in our communities, the idea of an estate agent didn't even exist.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, people used to buy properties by word of mouth, and we decided that, we want to go and educate people in our community. So when they're dealing with people, we understand what people's likes are like in our community.
Yes, sir.
We understand the direction of prayer. We understand, what sort of size bedrooms they're looking for. We understand the direction of the toilets, the stuff that other estate agents wouldn't even understand.
You're right, because let me tell you, about 2005, because I used to get the government gazette. I drove in Lodium. One side, it's different from the other. One is Lodium, one is Claudium.
Claudius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then one has houses full on the earth. And I remember saying, if I had to sell here, where am I going to start now?
But even there's a contrast. So again, the way the property market worked in Lodium, Erasmus, and Claudius versus where it currently is right now, it's a total different transformation.
Yes.
In fact, now we've got very well-informed buyers. The idea of an estate agent that never existed 10 years ago to where it is right now is totally different.
Beautiful.
Because now our clients are educated, they know the benefits, they understand the benefits of dealing with an estate agent. But back to the question with regard to the book and where the idea of the book. The idea of the book was actually meant to inspire people amongst the masses in our country to get involved in real estate.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
The real estate business in South Africa is worth 7 trillion rand. So if I can repeat that and you put it a little bit louder so our audience can hear that, it's worth 7 trillion rand.
Africa, from Cape Town all the way to Cairo, did you hear that? 7 trillion rand.
Correct. And there's 46,000 estate agents. In fact, not 46,000. Of the 46,000 estate agents that are currently in the market, only 33,000 currently hold a fertility fund certificate. So you currently, as we're speaking right now, you probably got about 12,000 that are unofficial, that are not even on the books, that are sort of the hit and run.
Yes.
Okay, that are not in possession of a fertility fund certificate. And in saying that, 99% of them don't even come from there's no representation from the masses in this country.
Yes.
So again,
When
Lerato wants to buy a property and Lerato is from Mabopane, clearly, even whether it's Wendy or whether it's Jacob or whether it's Bertha that is an estate agent, clearly she's not going to come and work in Mabopane. She doesn't know the market. She doesn't understand the climate. She doesn't understand the way things work in the township. And most of all, she's intimidated with working in the township.
I wanted to say that she also might not even feel safe.
Absolutely. She's intimidated and she doesn't want to work in the township. Firstly, she's scared. She's uneasy, and there's a security issue.
Yes.
So, along with that, we needed to send this idea out and amplify this entire concept and saying, listen, get the masses involved in this, because the masses are the people that are buying property, and surely there needs to be representation from our communities for different communities and help people understand property better.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From the current Estate Agency Affairs Board Act, which was promulgated and put together in 1976, to the current day, it's a total different ballgame.
Yeah.
And our mission and my mission of the book was to go out there and encourage transformation and introduce job and wealth creation opportunities to the masses of this country. Lovely. We have got 15 million people that are unemployed in this country.
Yes.
Everybody has got faith in South Africa except for South Africans at this point. Okay, and I think it's about time we need to change it.
Yes.
Okay, we've got a great country, we've got great climate, and there's a lot of opportunity. Again, if we work towards eliminating or eradicating poverty and getting the masses involved in property, we can together, the real estate sector together, create an all-inclusive and fully integrated real estate sector.
And Yusuf, it's not a rocket science, isn't it?
Absolutely not.
If we have 50 million South Africans, and let's just say half of them are adults, 25 million. Even if we can say 20 million are adults, all these people, at the end of the day, they need to sleep somewhere.
They need a roof over their head.
So they need a roof over their head. So which means real estate is something that they encounter every day.
Absolutely.
So it's just a question of having knowledge. So having 46,000 estate agents, of which I think out of the 46, only 6,000 are black registered. It's just a drop in an ocean.
You know, and also, Lerato, there's something that I want to say as well, and I think it's very important. I just came back from India last week. I went for the National Achievement.
I saw you from Facebook. You're busy with Brian Chaplock.
Correct. Brian was with me on the trip. He joined me on the trip as well. And, you know,
by the way, Brian is the chairman.
Correct. He's the CEO of the Estate Agency
Affairs
Board.
Good.
And, you know, just for what it's worth, and when you see what's happening in other countries, they've got 1 million estate agents, of which there's no regulatory, there's no system in the country, but it's such a buoyant industry that people are making money on it. The taxi drivers...
Did you say 1 million? Did I hear that correctly,
Absolutely.
brother?
Absolutely.
1 million?
Almost 1 million. And guess what? It's not even regulated. The barber shop, the taxi driver, the cab driver, everybody's involved in real estate. They all do anything to earn a buck. But the point I'm trying to make here is, as far as real estate is concerned, firstly, it's a necessity. You need a roof over your head.
Yes.
Real estate entrepreneurs, it's such an essential job that we provide. We drive the entire economy.
Yes, sir.
Salespeople drive the economy.
Yes.
If salespeople are going to get involved in the depressed and current doom and gloom of the market, this country we're going to drive hyperinflation sooner than it needs to happen. Okay, so it's very important. We are in a state of emergency that we need to empower people. We need to teach people, give them the skills instead of giving people fish, that you actually train them and teach them how to fish so that they are able to sustain themselves. That's my opinion.
You're so right. Brother! Brendan!
Yes.
You've got something. You're
I'm
what's
back.
wrong with Gaven today? He's not talking to me. What's wrong with this
Sitting in the
Gaven?
corner here by myself. I think you touched on a very good point there, Yusuf. I think, to my mind, it's a matter of motivating an unmotivated workforce at this point. It feels like a lot of people have sat on the depression of the past, and while there's a lot of work going forward to eradicate that, people are still sort of dwelling in the mindset.
I think most of them dwelling in the mindset, but there's also a few of them that have got a feeling of entitlement too. So
Yes.
we need to get out of the feeling of entitlement, because we've got to realize if we don't do it for ourselves, it's not going to happen.
Absolutely.
Africa, with the time just flies. Can you imagine? 15 minutes went past.
We've got to take it upon ourselves to make the difference out there. And I
Yes.
think to people out there, we really need to put ourselves together as South Africa as a nation and say, listen, let's make a collective difference and create an all-inclusive and fully integrated real estate sector with everybody, and a win-win for everybody. And create and help eradicate poverty, help create more jobs, help introduce more wealth and wealth creation opportunities to the masses of this country. And that's what it's about. That's what my book is about.
Africa, with that, we're just taking a break and we come.
Today, with so many amount of listings, please don't come back to work. Just go straight to the office and go and take your letter, and your agency is withdrawn. There's so much of money out there.
Okay, guys,
For those that are hungry.
we're going back in 10 seconds.
Okay.
Hey, your listeners are watching, my man. Hey, Kev. Okay, I'll tell you when to talk, Kev. I'll tell you.
Africa, this last segment of the show is brought to us by Jonathan Pandega from Amukelani Lifestyle Management, Dr. Rosalie Komane from Orake, all the way from Alexander, my friend, Kevin Malope from NYT Properties, Tanya Yonker from Home Loan Junction. Hello, Tanya. Mike Sichabela from Akkad Central. Mike, you've got a competition. We've got a brother who's going to sponsor the show. And Spiwe Tabati from JS Quality Engineering. For now, let's enjoy our brother, Yusuf Essa. Let's learn, Africa. Let's learn. Yusuf, you're so passionate, man. I love the passion. Go for it, brother. We left with 10 minutes. Do the best that you can. Download as much as possible.
Thank you, Lerato. So yeah, I was saying, and I mentioned about India, and I just came back from India, and there's 1 million agents that are unofficial in India, and every one of them is earning a living.
What's the population like? How many
India's
people?
population is about 1.2 billion.
Oh, 1.2. That's a big number.
Yes, but it's relative, numbers. Yes. But in saying that, we've got a population in South Africa of almost 60 million people.
Yes.
We've got 33,000 licensed estate agents. And I think it's quite a monopolized industry at the moment, if I may say so.
Because of our past, unfortunately. So we
Absolutely,
need to
but
balance
again,
it.
in saying that, I think also that was done for certain reasons. Purely, there were not many property professionals that wanted to go into the emerging market. They were intimidated.
Yes.
I speak for myself. I know I was not intimidated because I spent 20 years of my life in the townships. I felt safer in the townships than I feel in my hometown of Lothian.
Yes.
And it is purely where I come from. But I know there are certain people in my communities that were intimidated to say, are you in Mabopani? Are you nuts? What are you doing there?
Yes.
Do you let your wife go and drive to the townships all alone? Do you allow her to go with stock? Do you drive with a bucky? Do you carry cash? And those sort of things. And they were intimidated with us going to the townships. I suppose my perspective is different because I grew up there.
Yes. Now, brother, while we're in the garage, you still have not told me who was your mentor. Either you worked for someone
My mentor,
or something happened.
I think
for
I've
you
had to learn.
get
I've
into
had to learn by trial and error.
Okay.
I spent a lot of money in my business. We spent millions and millions of rands.
So in other words, you never worked for anybody. You
Worked
just
for
went
anybody
straight.
in real estate. My wife used to work for an agency in Centurion for about 8 months of the first 10 years.
Okay,
Once
good.
I was busy selling out my business in the
No,
townships.
beautiful. At least we had
And
some
so
idea.
She joined them for about 8 months. But I mean, I'm a trader, so I've learned by default.
But I'm sure today you don't encourage people to do that, right? They rather come to
Actually,
a
to be
Choppee,
honest with you,
do training.
to be honest with you,
Yes, sir.
I encourage people more by learning by experience. Because what can be better than learning by experience? I can tell you, you're going to learn from my mistakes. I can tell you, please learn from my mistakes, but you're not going to do that.
Yeah.
The moment you hit your head once, you know that you know exactly where you went wrong. So yes, whilst we do the classes and we've got our Become a Property Guru program and we teach people how to get involved in real estate, the introduction to real estate.
Okay,
market,
no, I hear you.
all
I hear
that.
you. So you still going to learn by your
Absolutely,
mistake,
we
but
encourage them.
under.
My mentorship.
Beautiful. That's what
Absolutely.
I'm talking about. I mean, I nearly fell off this chair. I said, my brother says you can just go for this thing.
No.
This thing is
We point them in the
hard.
right direction. I don't
Yes.
spoon feed. Unfortunately, I don't spoon feed, but again, I provide the mentorship, but I want people that have got the personality traits, people that really are passionate about being, passionate about people, passionate about service, competent,
Yes.
people that are hungry. Okay, so I want people
You're
with
right,
the right
people
personality
have to be
traits.
right.
I've seen people that have come and go, in the last 10 years,
happens,
like
it happens.
we've trained hundreds of people.
Yeah.
In fact,
So in the garage is yourself and your wife.
well, myself and Shazia started off from our garage from home 10 years
So
ago.
the two of you.
At the moment, we don't have, with the help of God, we've moved to a very nice, beautiful office, which is based in Centurion. And we've now obviously started franchising, so we've got presence almost on every part of the country.
you've got more than 12 products, 10 products. I mean, you've got auctioneering, you've got
Yeah,
what?
we do property sales, property letting, business brokerage, property management, mortgage origination, property administration. Auctioneering is a big thing for us.
Yes.
Skills development's now become a full-time business because people want to get to know more about real estate. Our franchise has become a full-time component of the business. So, yeah, I think we've got a multifaceted business, and each facet has got an income-generating facet to it.
Africa, can I say this to you? I was saying this to someone yesterday, a young man who I was mentoring. You need a 7 or 8. Even a simple car, which is using carburetor, is using 4 cylinders. So if you're having a business that is using 1 cylinder, you're going nowhere. You either have a 4-cylinder or a 12-cylinder. All right? In that way, you'll be able to sustain yourself longer. Even banks, they have personal loan, car finance, home loan, credit cards, all those things. Brandon himself is litigation, conveyancing. So if you're just going to do sales only, you're not going to get it right, Africa. So rather be under a mentorship of Yusuf, learn from him, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And then when you're ready, buy a franchise from him. It's as simple as that. He's got the systems already. If you find that you have a calling to do things on your own, learn. But when you start with at least 4 cylinders. 1 cylinder is not going to get you
Can I
anywhere.
further add to that, Lorato?
Please add, sir.
Because I'm so passionate about empowerment and transforming the real estate sector.
Yes.
Anybody wanting to get involved in real estate, we'd firstly want to do a personality assessment on them and to understand why they want to get involved in real estate in
Yes,
the first
sir.
place.
Yes, sir.
And if we get individuals that are competent, that are really focused and have got the hunger and the appetite to do it, I'll train them free of charge. They don't even have to pay for the course.
Africa, did you hear that?
Okay?
Did
And it's
you
an
hear
open
that?
invitation.
Yes. Did you hear that? Brother Yusuf is going to give us his telephone numbers at the end. Listen to that. If you don't, get the podcast is this thing recorded? Oh, yes, it is recorded. So you're going to get a podcast, play those numbers over and over and over again. But let me not take too much of his time. Go on. So you're in the garage, you and your wife, you're pushing.
Okay. Since the business has started, it was just myself and my wife. We've now managed to put in a very professional management team,
Yes, sir.
which covers rentals, which covers sales. So we've got a nice makeup and a good foundation at our business.
So when did you realize that you need help between yourself and your wife? Because obviously you have to work, but at some point you're now saying, this thing's getting bigger.
About 4 years ago, when we established our Academy of Learning, we realized that, listen, we need to grow this business and then educate people.
Yes.
And obviously, since then, we've taken a little bit of a backseat, so we don't really see many clients unless I got a client that really wants to see me and he doesn't want to see anybody else.
That's
So
correct.
Then obviously, you have a relationship and you got to honor that relationship.
And the management team somehow changes, isn't it?
Absolutely, and they change all the time. As you train people, they also get hijacked as well. So
Yes,
the
yes.
thing is, in our business, we have to. I have one consolation, and not all my management sometimes agree with it. They say, but you spend so much of money on training people, and they leave. I said, can you imagine not spending any money on these people and they have to stay? It ends up being more expensive. So I've got a policy, irrespective of whether they're going to stay or whether they're going to move. You train them and make sure they're able to
That's
do what
correct.
they're supposed to do.
That's correct. Because your management team makes you, isn't it?
Correct, absolutely.
Otherwise, you get back
You
the
are
job.
only as good as your people.
That's correct. That's correct. In fact, Africa. Mohammed Shah, my friend. Today I get to read your message. I am Choprop, Midred or Choprop Santin, and you are my friend. Today I'm with your brother. Very soon you'll be coming as
Thank
well,
you, Mohammed.
so that we can have a panel with yourself here. And how long have you been with Mohammed, by the way?
Mohammed's been a franchisee for about 2 years. He's did a fantastic job. He's so full of energy.
Yeah.
Himself and his wife make a great couple. Very passionate about service. Very passionate about service delivery.
Lovely.
And I think they're passionate about Choprop.
Yes.
And that's what gives them all the energy and the edge above the rest. So yeah, we damn
And
proud of them.
there's another gentleman from Devon, Cherry.
Jamendra.
Jamendra,
also
yes.
doing an awesome job. Doing an
Yes.
awesome job. So yeah, we got some great brand ambassadors. But
Yes.
I think we got a long way to go. The journey's only just begun.
Yes. No, that's beautiful. Wens, you want to ask Yusuf something? You look like Gaven, you're taking all the fame by yourself. No, we are in this together.
No,
Please do. Please
I
feel free
like
to.
everything that he said, and I'm very impressed with where you've come in a short space of time.
Thank you,
It is
Wendy.
impressive, and what's wonderful is that you come from previously disadvantaged background, but you haven't kept that as an impediment. You haven't had, that's not your torch, that's not your flame. Your flame, you are driven by success.
Absolutely.
And that's so beautiful to see. You're empowered and you empower other people, and that, for me, is what.
And one of the
life
empowerment
all
is
about.
here, Zanop.
Thank you, man.
One of the empowerment is here. Let me read, brother. Zanop Sata, a
Zanop
proud
Sata.
Chop Proper. I am with Chop Prop Centurion under the guidance of Mr. Yusuf Essa.
Wow.
God bless you, Zainab.
Yes, beautiful,
Zainab,
beautiful.
just for what it's worth, Lerato, and you'd be happy to find out that 99% of our real estate agents and our property professionals at Choprop have never been in real estate.
Yes, sir.
So we've given birth to new leaders,
Sure.
Thank you.
and
Wow.
Thank you.
it's really been a game changer.
Yes.
And we're very proud of that. We've got about 80 agents. We've trained almost 2,000 people. Not
Lovely.
everybody's been successful, to be
Yes,
honest with you.
yes.
I think also for many people in disadvantaged communities, sustainability is a problem.
Yes, sir.
And we got to accept that.
Yeah.
You can't just it's teaching people how to fish when they're hungry.
Yeah.
Saying, let me teach you how to sell property when the guy needs to sustain himself and keep his home fires burning currently. So the sustainability is a problem, but we're also dealing with it. We've got many foundations that have recently come to us and saying, listen, we want to support your learners. And this is not from government. We're talking private sector. We're talking
Yes, sir.
other NPOs that are talking to us and saying, listen, we want to empower people. You're teaching people how to get involved in real estate. Let us help you, and let us help them sustain themselves. So we've got people that are coming with a checkbook and saying, listen, we'll pay for those learners.
Beautiful.
Private individuals, some of them are NPOs as well.
Beautiful. Africa, are you listening? To all real estate principal, all I can say is Yusuf is going to give his number. Give him a call. Start the beginning of friendship. You don't know where it's going to end. Okay? So through friendship, through talking to each other, through communicating, something will be bad. But all I know is that we all need each other. We're not competitors. We are brothers and sisters in a real estate industry. The sooner we realize that, the sooner we can learn from each
I think
other.
if I can add to that, Lerato, I don't think it's just in real estate. I think in South Africa we got to realize we're all brothers and sisters, and we got to put together, and we got to shine up for our own country.
You're right.
You know, it's no use you joining everybody in the pessimistic mindset and you focusing on what's not working. We need to focus on what's working, and we
Beautiful.
need to pull the people together of our country, and we need to get them exposed to wealth creation and job creation opportunities and improve the conditions of our people.
Beautiful. With that, give us your telephone contact details that you
Here
prefer.
goes. Guys, my telephone number, if you guys need to get in touch with me, firstly, our helpline is available 8 to 5. The number is 0861 CHOPROC, that is 0861 246 7767. Again, let me repeat that, 0861 CHOPROC, which is 0861 246 7767. Or alternatively, you may email at info@choprop.co.za. That's info@choprop.co.za. Choprop is CHOPROP. Okay. For any other inquiries, you're free to welcome to go to our website, which is www.choprop.com.
Including your book, if they want to buy it.
Absolutely. Even if you're interested in the book, you want to buy a copy of the book, you can buy it online. It's available on Amazon, or you could visit our website, which is www.thechoppeejourney.com.
Beautiful. Mamzo,
Thank you.
your time now.
Okay, Superstar Strategies, 078 565 4459, or otherwise Wendy at superstarstrategies.com.
Beautiful. Brandon?
Excellent. So you can get in touch with us at Marto Lafitte and Associates in Bedford View. My number is 011 616 6420. Alternatively, you can always drop me a mail on brandon@martolafitte.co.za. It's not an easy one. Let me spell it. That's BRANDON at MARTOLAFITTE. Fortunately, .co.za. Fortunately, this is recorded. People can play it back again. Yes.
Thank you. Africa, as we close, we'd like to thank Ms. Kumo Ditira from North Riding, Mr. Katleho Molefe from Johannesburg South, Mr. Thabo Mashekwane from Wendywood, Mr. Shakili Dwaba from Middleburg, Mr. Sibusiso Mpofu from Nelspruit, and lastly, our brother Yusuf Essa. Thank you, brother.
Thank you
Till
so
next
much,
time,
Lerato.
Africa.
God bless you, brother.
Thank you, sir. Bye. That was awesome! You
Thank
did
you.
it!
Thank you so much.
You came forth, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now is that time for
So,
that photo shoot.
thank you,
Honor
thank
to
you,
be
thank
with you
you,
guys.
thank you,
It's
your
lovely
people,
having
man.
you, Yusuf. I feel like we just sort of scratched the surface.
Africa,
No, but I
Facebook,
think
I love
it's
you.
gonna be this,
You know,
about
when you are here on
digital
air, we sometimes forget that you have people at home looking at us.
As far as
Please
I'm
keep on
concerned, the drive
tuning
of your
in. We
entire
really
talk
appreciate it.
was-
It's all about spreading
was-
property knowledge.
let me know
Thank you and God
You were
bless.
praying for free. There is good
Please
will,
say your
right?
goodbyes. Everybody's tuned in because of you.
Goodbye, guys. Thank you for listening.
All right, that's all he's got to say. Mama,
Okay, good night, everybody. See you next week.
brother.
People tuned in to listen to me as well, right? guys, anyone? Just people, keep well. See you soon.
All right, that's the end of it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mohammed Shah says thanks.